All right, let's start off with 1A, a vocabulary review. Have your packet out, have a pencil ready, and let's get going. This first one is one that we've talked about before, a review for you. A ratio, that is a comparison between two quantities. So when you're comparing two different things, that's a ratio. Here's one of the new words. A rate is a ratio that compares two quantities that are measured in different units. So that's the only difference between a ratio and a rate, is that it's still comparing two quantities, just this time the quantities are two different units. So like miles and hours, or money versus things you're buying, those are two different units. A unit rate is a rate in which the second quantity is down to 1 unit. So I'll give you an example. Like when you go to the gas station and they tell you that it's $2.89 per gallon. That's saying that it's $2.80 for 1 gallon. So the second quantity is down to 1 unit. That's a unit rate. So how do fractions relate to ratios, rates, and unit rates? Well, we already know that with ratios, one way to write a ratio is using a fraction. So there's those two other ways, the colon and the word to, but a fraction is how you can write a ratio. And since rates and unit rates are very similar to ratios, we can also write them as a fraction, and that's the main way, or really the way we always write rates and unit rates, is using a fraction. So that's how you'll always see them, as written as a fraction. Okay? If you need to go back and look at anything, feel free to rewind. But the next thing you need to do is go watch the Rady the Math Cat video, which is pretty funny. It's a little cheesy, he's a little goofy, but I love this video. It's one of my favorites. And he gives tons of examples of rates and unit rates. You need to pick 3 that stood out to you and write them in the examples. Then go practice your vocabulary on Quizlet using the link in the grid. Do it for at least 10 minutes using any of the methods on Quizlet that you would like to try. Okay, good luck!